All right, pretty excited. It's time to supercharge my Nvidia Shield. So what we got here is an 860 EVO from Samsung. It's called an M.2 drive. Now there's different kinds. The particular one I got is a SATA M.2. You will see PCIe and I want to say PCIe NVMe. Basically lots of acronyms. Sorry, my camera's all wiggling around. I just got home. So the biggest difference here, visual difference, there's two little gaps right here. So there's 3 teeth, we'll say, total on this little stick right here. Really excited about this. This is a solid state hard drive. It's about the size of a stick of bubblegum, and it's got 1 terabyte of space. It's going to go into here, which is an M.2 SATA external enclosure. So essentially, I put my bubble gum inside the bubble wrapper, and I got an extension, USB extension here. You can kind of see it in there, to make sure I've got enough room, because I like to plug a bunch of stuff into my Shield. So we're gonna unbox and set this junk up. Sweet. All right, what's going on? So let's see. We're going to do the gum wrapper, the case first. And just in an attempt to preserve this box here, just in case. NewEgg actually is pretty good with doing customer returns and all that. But I like to take my chances. So I'm going to be a little picky. Alright, so it's like a little plastic case in here. Keeps it elevated and kind of shrouded. You can see when it comes out of the pack, it's like locked right in here. Ooh, it's actually, I think it's metal. It feels cold. That's cool. Alright, what else we got? We have a little, tiny little screwdriver. And you can probably maybe see some screws that are in there. Like right in there, you see the screws. A little package specifications deal. Anything else in here? Alright. Loosen this bad boy out oh so carefully. Comes in a nice little plastic case. I'm going to put the instructions to the side. I hate reading directions. I'll probably just read them later. Alright, so it opens and peels up. And then essentially it looks like it just slides ever so delicately out of the case here. Alright, so one thing I like about this is this little doodad right here. It's a switchblade USB. Alright, so a lot of my thumb drives, if they don't have cases, which I always lose, like the little caps, this can get bent. It can make speed suffer, and eventually it'll wear out and make the device stop working. So now we have switchblade access. So now dissection happens. I'm guessing these must be spare screws. So I'm going to have to find a place for extra tiny screws to be stored so that they don't get lost. For now, I'm just going to stay right in the bag. Go into my pile of things over here. Here we go. Extra tiny screwdriver. So excited. I hope this works. It's like nerd Christmas. Every day when I get a package. Whew. Thought I lost a screw already. They are so tiny. Alright, so I'm just gonna flop these over. Get 1, 2, 3, 4 screws. These things are like, I don't even know if my camera will show you how small this little speck is that's in between my fingers right there. It's hard to see because of the light right there. I don't know if there's a good camera angle. It's so small it almost got stuck in my ring. So I'm gonna put those aside, and when I pull it out, I see I've got this right here with the USB and then the enclosure right here. So let's get to the good stuff here. It says 2260 or 2242. So here we have the, maybe if it was an upside down, we have the 860 EVO 1 terabyte M.2 SATA. And oh, they went like extra tricky on this one. I swear they make you want to destroy the box just so they can say, well, the box is destroyed, so you can't return it. I think I just messed it up. It's okay. Nope, we're good. Bam. Alright, so pulling this out, you can see it comes covered in plastic. It's pretty important you want to make sure static electricity stuff stays away from this. I don't really use static lines unless I'm building an actual PC itself. Most of the time I should be safe. I don't have carpets, so. Oh, so delicately take this plastic lid off here. Alright, so this is what I was saying. For those of you who have not really had experience with these before, I don't have a stick of gum. But here, no. Let's see, what's like size relative in my kitchen? I don't know. Here we go. Right? So here's a car key for like a 90-something Saturn, right? That's about, so you can get some kind of a relative size. That's about how tall it is. And it is literally as thin as paper. I'm excited already. Can't even contain it. Alright, so I have an idea now. Alright, so I need my extra tiny screwdriver. Yep. So in the back here, there's a little screw. Essentially, this is kind of like a tensioner. The drive will slide in to these ports right here, and this will hold it down. Otherwise, it'll kind of like flap up on the end. So just loosen it. You don't really need to take it out all the way, I don't think. We'll find that out shortly. Alright, another part I hate. I'm gonna regretfully read the instructions here, or at least glance at them. I am also extra fluent in Chinese, or whatever language this is. Yep, that's Chinese. Let's see. The pictures are not awesome. I gotta say, lots of languages and steps, pictures wildly unclear. Let's see. So, just a wild guess, I see key B, SSD. I'm gonna take the end under that little tensioner piece, slide that in. Nope, you know what? I think that little bugger's gonna come out. This I'm going to do first. I'm going to take this little piece off. This little tensioner piece, and just drop the screw right out of the bottom there. And you go, oh so gently. It doesn't need to completely, you'll see there's a little brass on here still. There you go. See, there's a little brass still showing. It does not need to jam all the way up in there. It should just kind of rest. Put just a little bit of tension on it. Go grab my little screw for the bottom. Goes up through, don't fall out. And the top piece should secure it. And really, this doesn't need to be very tight. It can be finger tight, just like that. Just enough so it doesn't wiggle out. All right, so I'm going to drop this bad boy back into its enclosure right here. Whoop, there goes my button. And I'm going to put you So I caught it, right? The button that just fell out slides in this little slot right here. So I almost put it in upside down. All right, here goes nothing. Here goes my button again. I wish that button was attached to the case top itself, but I'm a fan that this case is metal and not plastic. It makes it feel less chintzy, I guess. The drive was not expensive, relatively. I don't want to insult anybody, but as far as an SSD goes, you would usually expect to pay more than an HDD or a hard drive with moving components inside. These solid states have become a lot more popular over the last few years, so they've driven the price down. And then we've seen these beauties, these NVMe M.2s and SATA M.2s come out, and the price points have actually become semi-reasonable. Did I put this in upside down? I believe I might have, because it does not want to close on the end. Maybe? Oh, there it is. I hope I didn't just break anything, but that happened. We're just going to go with it. It's got insurance. All right. Telling you, these screws are made for like elves. So that's cool. The tip on this little provided screwdriver here seems to be magnetic. So at least it's aiding me in keeping track of those tiny screws. So now I've got one of the most powerful thumb drives I have probably ever used. Probably the most powerful thumb drive. And to go with it, this was the smallest and cheapest one. It was $650 or something like that. So let me get these little ties off here. I never know which direction they started. Just let go. Let it go. Come on. There we go. Whew. All right. So we have a USB extension right here. So the back of the Nvidia Shield, it's kind of crowded. It's not the best configuration ever. So we'll take this and plug it into there. And now I just plug this in my Shield. Let's go hook this thing up. All right, here we are in front of the monster. This is my LG TV. Got some of my boxes here set up. Sorry, it's dark. Let's fix that real quick. I don't think that really did anything. Kind of did. All right, so you can see my boxes here. So I'm going to take my sweet new setup and attempt to plug this in with one hand here into the back of my electric shock. So this is what I was talking about. You can kind of not really see because of the extremely poor lighting. Oh, what does this button do? It kind of works. So the kind of a poor lighting. So I've got a USB here. So if I want to plug some other stuff in, it gets really tight. You almost have to bend these. That would be why I went with the with the extension for this. So I'm just gonna kind of not so gracefully tuck this in just for now. Bam, there we go. We're all plugged in. Shut my light off. And let's get fired up. Sorry about the glare. It should get better-ish. I say ish because it's not like, see? There we go. All right. One day I will get a better HDMI cord. Today is not that day. It likes to come unplugged a lot because it's cheap. All right. Let's make sure we're looking at the screen here. Extra blurry, check. Let's see if we can fix this blur. All right, not horrible. Good enough for the purposes of this video. All right, so let's see. I want to go into my device settings, and to be completely honest, I don't know how to do that currently because I'm using the Square Home Launcher that I've set up here. So, I think all right, let's eliminate this fuzz again. Sorry, my camera is not fantastic. All right, we're just gonna go with the flowing so we can get rolling. Yeah, what was I saying? So I'm using Square Home Launcher, so I'm going to get into my device settings here. Oops. All right, apparently I'm popular today. All right, so I'm going to go into my system settings, and we're going to look for storage and reset. Allow Plex Media Server, yes. USB, I do not currently see. Mount network storage, I don't currently see my SSD. Interesting. Let's try, let's check her out here. Ooh, zap. Yeah, that feels great. There goes my HD cord again. Alright, let's see. Storage. It should be on storage, right? Removable storage. No. It says USB is safely ejected. Not network storage. Alright, I'm going to troubleshoot this technical difficulty and then continue the video. Alright, what's up guys? So after some heated discussion with my laptop here, figured out, for one, I needed to take this apart and just, you have to be really careful with these M.2 drives. They're very delicate, like they're the size of a piece of gum. So I needed to slide this in a little bit more to the case. And then once I did that, these are blank drives. So if you've never worked with any kind of like installing a hard drive to a computer, it doesn't come like a regular external hard drive. It's blank. It doesn't have an OS or anything on it. So you actually have to, what I did was I go into disk management and it will show you all the drives that are installed on your computer, including the ones in your USB port. So for this particular one, You can see right here I named it Shield. Went for drive letter N for Nvidia. Windows no longer does FAT32, so if I need to I can change this, but exFAT is the new FAT32, we'll say. And I went ahead and created a partition, and all you do when you open disk management is you select the drive. It will say unallocated. You just right click it and you'll have an option in here that's, let's see if we can click on unallocated. So you click on that, you'll see new simple volume. You want to do that and just follow the very short steps on the prompt, and you can see when I open my file explorer, now I have 931 gigabytes of SSD awesomeness. So that being said, let's do this the right way. I never ever do this. I know I should. I don't even see eject, so you know what? Eject. Alright, come on over to the box here. And again, I've got my USB extension. Oh, God! Every time I'd never learn. Alright, so I'm going to, let's see, that's on top, that's on bottom. I'm going to put you down for a second so that I can plug this in real quick. Bam, I got this plugged in. And now peel on back. This has been the most chopped video ever. And bam, look at that. We have Shield. Of course, my camera's all junky now. We have Shield. 1 terabyte of storage. Bad ass. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that on YouTube, but I did. So here we go. We're going to start the process. Erase and format as storage device. Yes. All right. I'm going to pause the video and wait for it to do its thing because it's likely going to take a hot minute for this 1 terabyte SSD. That literally took less than 60 seconds. I'm actually surprised. So move data to complete setup. Yep. I'm actually going to see how long this takes to just stand here with it. I'm going to turn my light off though. I'm sick of the glare. And I'm going to set you guys back up here. You know, kinds of moving around. Bam. Let's see if we can make that go away. This Samsung touchscreen is a tit sensitive. Alright, so it's been a learning experience. Again, I haven't messed with migrated data. Bam, look at that. Alright, so now we have total space of about 1.12 terabytes. So 1 terabyte plus 12 gigs of standard internal space storage here on the Nvidia Shield. And got some apps already that migrated over, some miscellaneous, some cache data, and almost an entire terabyte. So let's see. Turn off. Turn off. Okay. Here we go. Sometimes she doesn't listen. So this seems to be the ultimate test. As far as the speed of the drive and all that stuff, I don't believe that actually happened. So I'm going to get shocked again. I'm just going to unplug the power from the back of the box, and then I'm going to plug it back in, so I am 100% sure And I'm getting a fresh start from the Shield here. All right, and we are fired up and ready to go. Oh, don't mind that. We don't advertise things here. Oh goodness, go away. All right, so yeah, so that was fairly simple. Now I kind of want to test this bad boy out. Let's see. Everybody knows Cyberflix. That's never good. Great advertisement. Alright, so let's see. I don't know. Mr. Glass, watched that last night. Pretty decent. We'll do Split. This movie was awesome. Let's see. Actually, let's go back into settings. And looking for download location. Can usually only be for internal download manager. Emulated, maybe? Android internal download manager. Choose a default. External manager? Oh boy, now I'm getting into the deep. We're just going to download here and see what happens. This is going to be an extended video, I guess. I will edit this later at some point. Maybe, maybe this weekend. Alright, we'll just choose the first one. We'll hit download. Download started. And based on my Wi-Fi speed, I suppose, go and check downloads, and I'll see where this downloads to. But yeah, so to review, we took an M.2, which is about the size of a stick of gum, put it in a USB enclosure, and installed it as additional drive space or hard drive storage space for the Nvidia Shield. Bringing us up to a total of just over a terabyte of storage. Pretty decent, I gotta say. More to come on follow-ups and updates as far as how this is working out. Remember, hit that subscribe button below. And if you guys want to see any additional videos made, I'll be expanding away from the Nvidia Shield here shortly. I just got a new deck stock for my Samsung phone, and I dug up some old ancient Android technology I'm going to go over.